Morning, everybody. We got a Father's Day surprise. Anyway, happy Father's Day, everybody. And Father's Day is critical, so we'll talk about that. So anyway, I got this machine about 6 years ago. Had a small drip. No one could ever find it. They were going nuts, checking everything. And it turned out to be, look so far, the sight glass was dripping straight down to the pump, down into the undercarriage by the swivel, and coming out were all the lines. People thought it was a swivel or lines. All it was is this thing here. So always look for the simple stuff. Occam's razor, as they call it. But yeah, we're using the heck out of this thing. I want to put more graffiti on it from Bronx and Brooklyn, so it looks cool and I don't get attacked by BLM, you know. I want to put a lot of graffiti on this thing. I got some already. Anyway, this thing's only got 1,800 hours homeowner use. I got it from a rental place. John Deere put their name on Yawn Mar. Yawn Mar, I think, was one of the first ones. Their motors are fantastic. We use them in marine engines and industrial. Really good engines. Everything on this thing is 100% Japan. I got this ROPS that comes off easy with the bolts are loose, so I can go into basements. The thing weighs like just under 4,000 pounds with the blade, dozer blade, and a little bucket, and I could tow it no problem on that with the van. The van, you know, I towed my full-size New Holland with the van. It's only got a 4.3. The van, it pulls it fine. There's no mountains here though. It's all flat land like Florida, but on the island. So there's a few hills, but I put a tranny cool electric on the fan, electric fan on the transmission cooler, and put it in trailer mode and just take it easy, and I'll go fine. It's like maybe 7,000 pound total is what it's rated for. What I have on a trailer. That's a tilt trailer we got. I got that from a car tilt trailer, electric, hydraulic. Makes things a lot easier and safer. And we got the stump grinder there. We painted up this trailer. This is from Ditch Witch from 1969. Now, let's take a minute. The day they landed on the moon is when they made this trailer. Isn't that funny? She's a little rugged, ragged, but she's, you know, it's a tilt trailer. And what's good is you can get these things on 1, 2, 3 and little lawn tractors and tools or furniture, and it's so handy. So I'm going to keep it and patch it up. I kind of like it. The guy was going to throw it out. I said, you know what, I'm going to paint that thing and use it. I got the registration. 1969 Ditch Witch. I think that's hysterical. Anyway, I'm going to clean this baby up. Did a lot of work with it in the past few years. Just finished a big job over on the North Shore in the hills, moving rocks and boulders in the tight garden areas. You can't get in there with big machines. And we got some stumps to do Monday. Some nice hospital workers, which I'm going to give a discount to Stony Brook with this thing going on. I just got my antibody and COVID nose test. You know, they stick the stick way up your sinus, take your blood. Wasn't that bad. But I tell everybody that's, you know, being hysterical about the mask thing. The mask might stop you if you are infected from coughing and spreading it to other people. But it doesn't protect you yourself from someone else that coughs, because it goes into your eyes. That's the first year medical school, nursing school, they teach you that. So basically it's futile to wear a mask. So the best thing people can do is go get tested. And a lot of these fanatically political masker people, I call them, haven't gone. Why? I mean, I'm not political. I don't like right wing or left wing. I'm an independent middle person. But the country's turned into the most savage politics I've ever seen. So enough, we don't want to hear any more negative stuff. Think of positive things. So, Father's Day. Now, I grew up, my father kind of split with a young chick when I was like 13 or 14. He never was home, out partying all the time. Now I'm taking care of him at 80 years old. All these years later, helping him. I forgave him. But I learned a lot of stuff on my own, me and my brother, my little brother. Fixing things. We also got in a lot of trouble as 13, 14. We did some bad stuff because we had no role models who were mad, you know, angry teens, you know, truth and dare, chicken, all that. I did some crazy stuff, but I never want to hurt anybody or do anything bad. Luckily, we didn't get into the drug scene, because more than half of my friends are dead from drugs or drinking. And I don't drink really because I got Irish Russian blood, and you know what that means. I don't touch this stuff, only a little tiny bit on a special occasion. But so the thing is, fathers, there's so many single mothers where the fathers disappear, and I'm not just blaming the men. Unfortunately, my marriage failed. It was an impossible situation. But I don't badmouth my ex-wife. Unfortunately, it doesn't work the other way. The kids are affected terribly when you do that. Don't do that. Don't make the kids a weapon. And think of the kids, man. It's not about me. See, what happened is I was born at an age where the me generation just started. I was born in the 60s, but I was a teen. And the me generation in the 70s was about me and my happiness, and who cares about kids and the family. I'm going to go find my happiness in myself. Very selfish, bad generation.